Welcome back to Car Alerts. The 2026 Mazda CX-90 continues to push the envelope for what a three-row SUV can be in a segment often dominated by utilitarian design and dull driving dynamics. From the moment you lay eyes on it, the CX-90 exudes a level of sophistication that feels more at home in the luxury segment than among mainstream midsize SUVs. It's clear that Mazda isn't content with simply offering another family hauler. Instead, they've crafted something that stands apart with a distinctly upscale feel and driver-focused engineering. At Car Alerts, we're diving deep into every detail of this SUV to find out what makes it tick and whether it truly delivers on the promise of luxury and performance in one cohesive package. Exterior: when you first approach the 2026 CX-90, you're greeted by a front end that's unmistakably Mazda, but with more maturity and presence than ever before. The grille dominates the fascia, wide and slightly rounded at the edges, filled with a glossy black mesh pattern that plays with light. It stretches into slim LED headlights that wrap around the edges of the body, giving the SUV a confident, almost predatory gaze. The lower bumper area is sculpted with aerodynamic intent, featuring a sharp lower lip that subtly hints at sportiness. The hood lines are long and pronounced, flowing back toward the windshield with strength and grace. It's a front end that doesn't shout but rather speaks in calm, confident tones. The Mazda badge sits proudly at the center of the grille, subtly illuminated, and framed by a thin chrome wing that stretches into the lighting elements. There's a sense of precision in the panel gaps, the fit and finish feeling nearly Lexus-like in its execution. From the side, the CX-90 maintains a long and low profile for an SUV in this class. Its rear drive proportions are obvious, with a cab rearward stance that signals its performance-oriented underpinnings. The beltline is clean and linear, stretching from the front fenders to the taillights with a single, uninterrupted stroke. Chrome window surrounds add a premium touch, and optional 21-inch alloy wheels fill the arches beautifully, especially in the top trims. There's a sense of elegance in the minimalism here. Mazda avoids overstyling, instead letting the surfacing and proportions do the talking. The shoulder line is gently sculpted, catching light in a way that makes the CX-90 look almost hand-carved. The door handles are body-colored and flush with the surface, maintaining a smooth aesthetic. In higher trims, the roof rails come in a satin chrome finish, and the side mirrors feature integrated LED turn signals along with heating and power folding capability. The wheel arches are subtly flared, and the lower side skirts feature a chrome accent that adds just a touch of visual drama without going overboard. Around back, the CX-90 keeps things clean and cohesive. The taillights are narrow, sleek, and connected by a slim chrome bar that ties the rear together visually. Each LED element within the taillight housing is crisply defined, giving the rear a tech-forward look that feels premium. The rear glass is raked ever so slightly, and the spoiler at the top of the tailgate is integrated in a way that feels intentional rather than tacked on. The rear bumper features an integrated skid plate with a metallic finish, and dual exhaust outlets are tucked beneath it, slightly visible but not overly flashy. The Mazda script is now spelled out across the rear hatch in elegant lettering, another cue borrowed from luxury brands. A power liftgate comes standard on most trims, and higher-end models add foot-activated functionality. It's a rear end that complements the rest of the vehicle beautifully, subdued but distinctive. Interior: stepping inside the 2026 CX-90, the experience is immediately impressive. This cabin rivals offerings from premium automakers, and in some cases, even surpasses them. The design is both elegant and warm, with flowing lines, rich textures, and an overwhelming attention to detail. The dashboard is cleanly laid out, with a horizontal theme that emphasizes the vehicle's width. Soft touch materials are found everywhere you look: stitched leatherette across the dash and doors, genuine open-pore wood trim on higher trims, and metal accents that feel solid and cool to the touch. Mazda's designers clearly prioritize tactile quality and craftsmanship here. The center console is wide and well organized, with a knurled rotary dial for infotainment control, a traditional gear selector, and physical buttons for the climate system. There's a welcome return to physical controls here, making it intuitive and less distracting to operate on the go. The 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster is crisp and customizable, while the infotainment screen, also 12.3 inches, sits high on the dash for easy visibility. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, as does a wireless charging pad, multiple USB-C ports, and a premium 12-speaker Bose audio system in the higher trims. Seats are a highlight in the CX-90, especially when equipped with available Nappa leather in colors like deep chestnut or greige. They're supportive, wide, and offer heating and ventilation up front. Second row options include either a bench seat or captain's chairs, both of which are heated on higher trims. The third row is surprisingly usable for adults on shorter trips, thanks to the vehicle's long wheelbase. There's tri-zone climate control, sunshades for the rear doors, and available panoramic moonroof that lets in loads of natural light. Storage and practicality haven't been ignored either. There's ample cargo space behind the third row, and with it folded flat, the CX-90 becomes a seriously capable hauler. The second row seats fold at the push of a button, making loading easier. Small item storage throughout the cabin is generous, with deep door pockets, a large center console bin, and thoughtful compartments for phones, sunglasses, and more. Performance under the hood. The 2026 Mazda CX-90 impresses with a lineup of powertrains that blend efficiency and performance in a way few rivals can match. The star of the show is Mazda's all-new 3.3-liter inline-six engine, turbocharged and paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. In its standard configuration, it produces 280 horsepower and 332 pound-feet of torque. In the higher output S trims, it delivers a stout 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet. This engine is smooth, torquey, and provides effortless acceleration whether you're merging onto the freeway or cruising along mountain roads. It's mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission that delivers quick, refined shifts and helps maintain fuel economy without sacrificing driving engagement. Also available is a plug-in hybrid variant, pairing a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine with an electric motor and a 17.8 kilowatt-hour battery. This setup delivers 323 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, and offers up to 26 miles of pure electric driving. Perfect for city dwellers or short commutes, the PHEV CX-90 operates with serene quietness when in EV mode and transitions to hybrid driving seamlessly when the battery depletes. It charges via level 2 in just under 2.5 hours and includes regenerative braking for increased efficiency. In terms of fuel economy, the mild hybrid inline-six achieves an estimated 24 miles per gallon combined in base trim and up to 28 miles per gallon on the highway. The more powerful S variant remains efficient at 23 miles per gallon combined. The plug-in hybrid, when fully charged, delivers the equivalent of over 55 mpg, making it an attractive option for eco-conscious buyers. Pricing for the 2026 Mazda CX-90 starts around $40,000 for the base Select trim, which already includes LED headlights, a power liftgate, and wireless smartphone integration. Moving up to the preferred and premium trims brings larger wheels, more advanced driver aids, and upgraded interior materials. The Turbo S trims, which unlock the full potential of the inline-six, start just above $52,000 and can climb towards $60,000 when fully loaded. The plug-in hybrid model is similarly priced, starting in the mid-$50,000 range and offering a compelling blend of performance and efficiency for those willing to plug in. Considering the refinement, features, and driving dynamics on offer, the CX-90 represents strong value compared to both mainstream and entry luxury rivals. The styling turns heads, the interior pampers, and the performance reminds you that driving can still be fun, even in a 3-row SUV. With its mix of powertrain options, smart technology, and careful attention to detail, the CX-90 proves that Mazda is serious about elevating its brand. This isn't just a contender in the midsize SUV space, it's a standout. For families who want something different, something better, the 2026 CX-90 might just be the perfect fit. Thanks for watching Car Alerts, and we'll see you in the next review.